Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
On July 16th, I uploaded a video that destroyed Chris Tyson and it quickly turned into Jimmy's biggest nightmare. If you watched it, you'll remember the drawing on the wall in Jimmy's video that he was staring at. Well, just a few days ago, Jimmy edited that scene due to the controversy. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Jimmy knew about Chris's shady activities and behavior, but he was never involved in this stuff, right? Or was he? On July 24th, Jimmy would tweet stating that he is now aware of Chris's allegations and is disgusted by these acts. Remember these particular words from Jimmy? "I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts." I was pretty much okay with Jimmy editing the scenes of the video until I discovered something a bit concerning. There's a compilation of Jimmy and Chris swearing uploaded on YouTube. At 42 seconds, you'll see Jimmy swearing, but what's even more shocking is the exact same Shadman drawing in the background. I don't believe purchasing Shadman's art is normal. Just a moment ago, Jimmy edited that scene out and tweeted that this type of behavior is unacceptable. Now, it turns out that both Chris and Jimmy bought the drawing and Jimmy was just pretending to be unaware and disgusted by it. To be honest, this is really shady because it shows that at first, Jimmy was protecting Chris and now that Chris got busted, he is acting innocent. However, unfortunately for Jimmy, Chris really was just the tip of the iceberg, and this expose might cost Jimmy his entire career. From Beast games to faking videos, disgusting Discord leaks, and even torturing contestants, this is looking bad for Jimmy. However, before going on, I want everyone to do me a favor. Informative videos regarding Chris and Jimmy are kind of getting shadow banned, so everyone watching this, make sure to share this video, like it, and comment to help it reach as many people as possible. On July 24th, a very strange video would be uploaded titled, "I Worked For Mrbeast, He's a Fraud." This video was posted by an ex-MrBeast employee who ran a channel named Dogpack404. In this video, the person makes some very serious and valid accusations against Jimmy. Most people watching this video trust Jimmy blindly because we have an image of him as a nice guy who helps everyone, right? But is everything 100% true? The ex-employee revealed that Jimmy's dramatic stunts are mostly not real. For example, the train in the video was CGI, the shredder in this video was CGI, the pit in this video was CGI, the explosions in this video are CGI, the car here was also digitally lifted, and shockingly, the city Jimmy displayed as abandoned in his video was never abandoned, and the building behind was also CGI. Ironically, the 7 days stranded at sea video was also fake, and according to the ex-employee, they slept in the yacht and not in the raft. As we can see, there's no one in the shelter. However, among all the points he raised, the most valid one was about Mac. Yes, Mac from Iraq, the same Mac who doxed the pilot and acted like they were telling the truth when all of that was blatant lies. Not to mention that Iraq also faked countless videos with Mac being a part of them. And you guys probably noticed that after the Iraq controversy, Mac was often seen more in Jimmy's videos rather than Iraq's. But everything was pre-planned because apparently Jimmy pretended that Mac was just a normal contestant at first when it turned out that he was a secret MrBeast employee. But that's not all. He revealed that in the video age 1 to 100, some scenes were added or scripted, timestamps were edited, and contestants' voices were fabricated, just like Iraq did in his series. According to the ex-employee, the results in this video were rigged, which sounds unreal. However, he confirmed from his fellow employees that it would have been a PR problem, which is why they rigged the results. As evidence, he showed that in the video, a female contestant decided to leave the challenge because of her job, but it turns out she's actually Jimmy's hiring manager, so the excuse about leaving for a job was a lie in itself. The final nail in the coffin was when a contestant recently came out and alleged that MrBeast never paid her. Apparently 4 years ago, Minecraft's Got Talent was hosted by Quackity with Jimmy and Dream. The girl who won the challenge recently came out on Reddit and said that she hasn't received some of the payment, stating that she even contacted them but received no response. This is indeed very surprising considering the videos now have tens of millions of views. Thankfully, Chucky from Jimmy's team has contacted her recently to sort things out. We all know why they contacted her now but not 4 years ago. Chucky is also a very interesting topic which we will cover shortly. But what if I told you this isn't even 50% of the issue? While torturing contestants is the type of thing you definitely wouldn't expect from Jimmy, right? However, before moving on, there's something to discuss that might land Jimmy in legal trouble. Jimmy's ex-employee discussed something a bit serious in his video. So apparently, Jimmy is running illegal lotteries and the guy was throwing out some valid points. In Jimmy's streams, you might have noticed that at one point, Jimmy says anyone who buys his merch in the next 5 minutes will win $1,000. But shortly after, he changes his statement to say that whoever buys in the next 30 seconds will receive the prize, without completing the first statement. Now, it might not seem like a big deal to some people, but it's actually considered illegal lotteries. We can't deny the fact that Jimmy's audience is mostly kids, and the guy revealed he's basically promoting gambling. Apparently, back then, Jimmy was also offered a lot of money to promote a gambling website.
Yeah, tons. Yeah, so a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box and you'd pay $50 for it. And remember, it was
didn't Ricegum did quite a few people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there was a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away in a video. And I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it was a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal. And then Jake, Paul, and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
It's pretty self-explanatory that even the thought of promoting it wasn't really needed. He also pointed out that in a live stream where Jimmy was supposed to sign the merch, but oddly, another member was seen signing Jimmy's signature instead. Basically, they were signing Jimmy's signature instead of Jimmy himself, which doesn't give a good look. Another very serious allegation he brought up was regarding the credibility of Jimmy's Willy Wonka video.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers at the time. Just pure chance.
This was just taped.
It was taped.
No freaking way.
So it is like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bella. What do you got to say to
Jimmy, thank you for picking us.
No, he didn't. It was random.
As a matter of fact, that same YouTuber later won the challenge, which raised some eyebrows after this video. In the last 20 seconds of the video, the ex-employee included footage showing a scene where Jimmy was telling the delivery guy to give certain expressions.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
Considering Jimmy's claims that his videos are real, all of this is quite shady. In another video by Jimmy titled, "In 10 minutes this room will explode," there are several valid points to consider. First, the contestant himself was a camera-trained celebrity, which raises some questions. Additionally, it's strange because the water usually starts flowing instantly when the valve is opened, but here it was different. Moreover, the contestant apparently touched the laser, but Jimmy or his crew might not have noticed it. Another claim from Jimmy was that for $10, he would send your picture to the moon, but unfortunately, the rocket exploded. To be fair, we can't blame Jimmy for that. However, we can't say the same for the next claim. But y'all know that Jimmy's Feastables are marketed as healthy chocolates, right? I mean, they have to be because they're literally famous for being healthy. But the ex-employee revealed a whole different story. Apparently, he's also a certified nutritionist and claims that Feastables aren't healthy chocolates and that they're basically engaging in false advertising by claiming they're healthier. We don't know how true these claims from Dogpack are because, let's be real, Jimmy isn't that stupid. We can't really say anything definitive about this, but one very strange thing just happened. The ex-employee Dogpack who made the video was hit with cease and desist orders, which is giving a very bad look. No offense, but if this video gets taken down, you guys know the reason. However, the situation isn't limited to just faking or rigging videos or introducing gambling to children. As Dogpack mentioned, it's even worse. If you aren't aware, Beast Games is a show run by Jimmy and it will be featured on Amazon Prime. A large number of people will participate in it and the winner will receive a $5 million cash prize. However, Rosanna will reveal something surprising. As of today, she has uploaded a total of 4 videos on Beast Games. To get straight to the point, in the first video, she explains that a contestant from Beast Games allegedly messaged her claiming that the show is rigged. People were having seizures because they allegedly weren't receiving their medications, among other issues. They also said that most of the games focused on speed and strength, giving young, athletic males an advantage. They specifically stated that all of those facing these issues were women. In the following videos, she explained some more messages she received from alleged contestants, who again talked about safety and unfairness, such as one team having a woman and the other a strong man. And they saw some severely injured people there. They think it's unfair, and that's pretty much what it's all about. One thing that should be improved immediately by Jimmy, if the contestants' allegations are true, is a focus on medication and safety overall. In my opinion, saying that Beast Games is unfair seems kind of vague to me. The contestants claims that one team has an advantage because of speed tasks for young, athletic men don't really prove anything. After all, this is history's biggest prize, a whopping $5 million. It can't be that easy. As I mentioned, the fair point is that they should really focus on medication and safety if the alleged contestants are telling the truth. And if these allegations turn out to be true, it's a problem for Jimmy because Amazon has funded a ton of money for this project. Just 3 days ago, Chucky, the guy from Jimmy's team, replied to Dogpack's video debunking all of the allegations. It was very different from what was expected. We all know that the ex-employee made the whole video mainly about illegal lotteries, fake signatures, promoting gambling to children, and other very valid points. However, Chucky debunked points that barely anyone cared about, like how the island was not more than $1 or the raccoon wasn't a paid actor, and other irrelevant stuff, but not the actual points the whole video was about. Chucky also mentioned that it was his decision to fire the employee due to his erratic behavior. However, the ex-employee tweeted back debunking Chucky's debunking by pointing out why they didn't address the other important issues he raised. And Dogpack will upload a part 2 in the coming days. One of the biggest mistakes Jimmy made was pretending he didn't know anything and lying about the Chris Tyson situation and protecting Chris for a long time, which is indirectly fueling this chaos. To be honest, cancellation is part of the YouTube journey, but how an individual handles it is what matters most. In this case, Jimmy can address everything directly on Twitter, or he should be ready with the best lawyer or the best apology. It's kind of shocking that no one ever tried to reveal anything until now, including Jake the Viking. Reaching the top is easy, but the real challenge is staying there and handling the situation effectively. Let's see if Jimmy will be able to recover from this.